they can't be hypnotized or properly conditioned for
People will do anything for a $100 bill. I always find it interesting when viewers who clearly haven't done their due diligence into the science and psychology of hypnosis will make wild claims to justify their disbelief. However, just a quick tap on the description would showcase that this short was created directly from a full-length hypnosis performance. What's more, the very lady featured in the short was already hypnotized. This means that she had already been conditioned to triggers, commands, and the like. So it's really not that far-fetched to think, with a little finger tap in research, she could, in fact, be this easily hypnotized more than 75% of the way through a 60-plus minute hypnosis show. Also, let's apply some simple math and assume she was paid. To be fair to the other 5 volunteers, they would have had to have all been paid $100 as well. Full transparency, this event organizer paid less than the market average for a fully insured hypnosis show based on what the average seasoned hypnotist would have charged for an event of this caliber. Let's say they paid $600. Most hypnotists have to travel, which means gas and probably a meal sometime before or after the show. Let's say it cost them $40 for gas and $20 for their meal. Accounting for gas, a meal, and paying the volunteers off, the hypnotist would have only made $60. Even if the event organizer paid $800, the hypnotist would still only walk away with about $260. That would barely be enough to cover most people's monthly utilities or groceries. Even if the hypnotist was paid $1,000, it literally makes no logical sense to forfeit over 50% of their paycheck just to look good on recording. So if a hypnotist is doing this as a year-round career, this approach completely negates the entire point of their career. Again, this is such a ridiculous shot-in-the-dark assumption that an unfortunate number of ill-informed people make simply because they haven't actually studied the workings of hypnosis. This is actually why we created an entire free lesson on the science and psychology of hypnosis. Lastly, some say because the lady holds up her arms, she isn't truly hypnotized. When you're aware that the literal definition of hypnosis is a, and I quote, trance-like state that resembles sleep, and is therefore not literally unconscious REM sleep, yeah, she can hold her arms up to ensure she doesn't get hurt on her way down. While some may find hypnosis to be so incredibly relaxing that they literally flop to the ground, not everyone responds the exact same. This logic is as fallible as thinking someone is faking actual sleep because it takes you 20 to 40 minutes to pass out, meanwhile they can fall asleep in 5 to 10 minutes. Again, she wouldn't have made it to the very end of an hour-long hypnosis show if she hadn't been legitimately induced to begin with. Always keep in mind, people will often refer to the easier path, which is baseless assumptions. Keep doing your thing as a hypnotist and let your haters feed the algorithm.